will look like they're doing things that are okay. Like deep inside their hearts, they are not. They are not what we see. In fact, today, we have people acting Christianity, yet they are not Christians. They are not Christians. So we need to be so vigilant. Okay. Do not even worry so much about the other person. My focus is you and me. You should check your heart. Eh? Because if we keep on minding about others, what others are doing and not doing, then we are failing. Should start with you. What do you do after receiving that message? What do you do after receiving that instruction? And last Wednesday I said, I admire to see people that will come to church ready to hear what God is saying to them, but not to the other person. So that when you hear the message, you will get your own part and grow from it. And grow from there. Because we said last Wednesday also that the reason why we have many people going to church but little transformation is taking place is because people are excited with the messages. They feel good. They can even, I said, they can even narrate what you said one by one, step by step, and even give you the exact verses you read, and even memorize the verses, and even tell you every word that you used, and even imitate how you said it. 2 years down the line, then you can still remind you, Pastor Felix. But if you ask them from then, what have you gained? What have you done now that you know? You'll find that little people do apply the messages. That's why you have messages all over the website where people listen to messages. They do everything, and the same people are not transforming. My worry is, and my grief is that we are hearing these messages, but we are not changing. The same person that sat under a teacher who taught about love, the same person still hates. 2 weeks down the line. Not even 2 years down the line, 2 weeks down the line. The same person that sat under teachings like give me examples, like the one that we are talking about right now, obedience. The same people are still going home and they are not even obedient to instructions that they receive. That's my worry. You see, we will keep on preaching. Like last Sunday, we received a very, very wonderful preaching. Very wonderful. But if I ask you, how many of you went home and prayed over it personally? But you see, people receive the message for the others. I want you to get this so seriously that from today, learn to receive the message for yourself. Especially if you are living with people. We are living with people. We are living with arrogant people. We are living with people that hate us. We are living with people that gossip about us. We are living with people that do all that. But when the message comes, it is you. Even if the message is speaking about gossip, it's not them. That message is for you. But if you fail to listen to it as an instruction to you, do not gossip. And when the message comes about gossip, you think about Anne that gossiped about you, then you fail. And that's what many people do. They look at the mistakes people do. And wow, when you preach about love, they forget that this preaching is for them. It's for you. Instead of searching their hearts and asking the Spirit to reveal with the word that they receive, let the Spirit of God strike their heart, reveal any traces of hatred and bitterness and whatever, and forgiveness to be poured into their hearts and begin to forgive. Instead, they receive the word, but that word they now start looking at, wow, you see, Anne, wow, the other day he did this, she did this. This message she should hear this. At the end of the day, they fail to get what was theirs. I pray that we will start listening to messages from an angle where you have inclined your heart and your spirit to hear and get exactly what is yours. I told you that when it comes to my case, I have learned, and this has been my norm, That when I'm writing notes, I'm not saying this should be you. You should write everything that I'm teaching and get your own way. But with me, I do differently. I write exactly what I am supposed to do. As you preach, I get my weaknesses. That is what I write. When you preach about forgiveness, I think of, oh, I did not forgive so and so. I write there, God help me to forgive so and so. So that becomes my prayer point when I go home. I begin to pray over it. By the end of the week, I will analyze and see how far. Do I need help? Do I need to seek someone to help me in this? How am I going to go about this? Because now it has become a problem to me. Because if you apply obedience to the instructions, now you find out that you are not able to apply it, and then you need to seek further help. Then you will grow. Then we will say that this person is transforming. You can stand boldly and say, I was an unforgiving man, but today I have forgiven freely. You can say, I was a thief, but after receiving these instructions, I realized that the tissue that I take every day I go home from my workplace without the knowledge of my boss, it is theft. So I realized after receiving the instructions, and today I can tell you, it is now 2 months, I do not take any. You see, such are the transformations. And such obedience is what God rewards. We have Christians that do not receive rewards now. Because how much do you obey at the moment? So allow me to finish this. That was what we talked of last time. And I left at a place where I was telling you, this kind of obedience, you are required to obey even when things are not favorable. They gave you examples in the Bible where men were supposed to obey. Come what come may, they were to obey. Nothing less, nothing more. Whether things will go bad, you have to obey. You have to say no to sin even when things are not working for you. Even when you have to lose jobs. And let me tell you, you have to remain faithful to obedience to God even when you have no food in the house. Even when you are to die tomorrow. Even when you have no clothes. You have to stick to obedience. So there were areas in the Bible that I showed you, like the area where I told you a prophet asked someone to strike him. You remember the story? Eh? That's where we ended from. I was giving some situations in the Bible where people are doing funny things, and yet it still was obedience to God. Strike me. The first person refused. That's how he was eaten by the lion. Why? Because he refused to strike the man of God. That was supposed to be an instruction given to his heart. How do you strike a man of God? Not just striking, making sure that he's wounded. Na yeye ni mwenyewe ndiye anakuambia. So there are situations in our lives where we find ourselves in a situation where we are